Hi friends, in today's video we will discuss about the stereochemistry of disubstituted cyclohexanes. First, monosubstituted cyclohexane. This is monosubstituted cyclohexane C6H12H11X. This is methyl cyclohexane. See the conformation of methyl cyclohexane ring. One methyl group is present on axial position, and when the ring get flip, there is that methyl goes to equatorial position. Axial and equatorial conformations are not equally stable at room temperature, so the substituents are more stable at the equatorial position. When the methyl groups are present on axial and equatorial position, at that time the axial position of methyl group is more stable than axial position. That means always remember equatorial position is more stable. Energy difference is due to 1,3 diaxial interaction, and the energy barrier in these two conformations is 1.8 kilocalorie per mole. Then see the diaxial interaction. When methyl groups are present on first carbon or one carbon, at that time here see the interactions. Here at the third carbon two hydrogens are present, so here two interactions are taking place. Here that interaction is called as a diaxial interaction. Okay, when you consider the one diaxial interaction, at that time energy is 0.9 kilocalorie per mole. Here two diaxial interactions are present, so here 2 into 0.9, which is equal to 1.8 kilocalorie per mole is the energy. Again here see the Newman projection formula or Newman projection view. At that time here 1,3 diaxial interaction is takes place. See the Gooch steric interaction. Here Gooch steric interaction like Gooch butane interaction. Here axial position in Newman projection view. Here CH3 group is there, and here again interaction is takes place, so energy is increases. Okay, here equal structure is there, equatorial position, Newman projection view. Then see the stability of methyl cyclohexane. Okay, this is the cyclohexane ring. Here methyl groups are present at the first carbon. When the ring get flip, at that time already discuss about that ring flipping. When the ring is flip, at that time the first carbon goes to the position of second, second goes to the position of third, third goes to the position of fourth, fourth group goes to the position of 5, 5 goes to the position of 6, and 6 goes to the position of first carbon. See here when the ring get flip, at that time the methyl group of first position is goes to the position of second carbon atom. No, here no 1,3 diaxial interaction when CH3 is equatorial position. But when you see the first structure, at that time methyl present at the axial position. But when the ring get flipped, the methyl group goes to the equatorial position. And when the equatorial methyl group is present, at that time there is no 1,3 diaxial interaction. Hence this conformation is more stable since equatorial bonds are pointing outwards. At room temperature, most methyl cyclohexane conformation 95% occurs in which methyl groups is at uncrowded equatorial position. Then see the effect of size of substituent. Here axial group is present. When the ring get flip, at that time that axial group goes to the equatorial position. See here substituent CN, fluorine, iodine, methoxy, hydroxy, carboxylic. Here free energy difference is there. Here again different substituent. This is free energy difference. Then see the locking of conformation. What is meant by locking of conformation? When the equatorial tertiary butyl cyclohexane is there, at that time that tertiary butyl group is always present on the equatorial position, and when the ring get flip, at that time that this group is not goes to axial position, because here strong interaction is takes place, and this is here when this group is present on equatorial position, at that time there is no interaction. Tertiary butyl group is very much bulky group, is locked at the equatorial position, and this phenomenon to prevent the ring flipping is called as the locking of conformation. In exam, one question is always asked on this topic. So always remember, tertiary butyl group is very much bulky group. So this bulky group is always present on the equatorial position, and when that group is present on equatorial position, at that time ring flipping is prevented, or ring flipping does not occur, and this is called as a locking of conformation. Why this occupy the equatorial position? When this group is present on equatorial position, at that time there is no interaction, so energy is less or zero, so this is very much stable conformation. But when this present on axial position, at that time here interaction, very much stronger interaction is there, so energy is higher, it is less stable. So here the prevent of ring flipping is takes place, and that is called as the locking of conformation. Then see the conformations of dimethyl cyclohexane. This is the dimethyl cyclohexane. Here 1,1 dimethyl cyclohexane, that means 1,1 disubstituted cyclohexane. Here 1,2 disubstituted cyclohexane. Here 1,3 disubstituted cyclohexane. Here 1,4 disubstituted cyclohexane. 1,4, that means at the position of 1 and 4 methyl groups are present. At the position of 1 and 2, here methyl groups are present. Then see here the geometrical isomerism. Okay, when geometrical isomerism occur, when both the substituents are present on the same carbon atom, such compounds do not show geometrical isomerism. Okay, here on both carbon atoms methyl groups are present. Cis isomer. What is the chart says? When 1,2 position is considered, and what is the cis? Axial equatorial, and trans axial or equatorial. This is the when ring get flip. This is 1,2 1,3, and this is ring get flip. This is 1,3 position. Then this is 1,1 dimethyl cyclohexane. That means at the position of first carbon, both methyl groups are present on the same carbon atom. Okay, here plane of symmetry is there. So geometrical isomer, since both methyl groups present on one and the same carbon atom, 1,1 dimethyl cyclohexane, it does not have geometrical isomer. What is the reason behind it? Because here plane of symmetry is there and both substituents are present on the same carbon, so here geometrical isomer is not occur. Optical isomerism, the molecule possess plane of symmetry passing through C1 and C4. Here see the first carbon and fourth carbon. Here pink line is there, that means here plane of symmetry is there. Hence the compounds are optically inactive. A and B are the same molecules. Okay. Relative stability. Both structures are same. They are equally stable. If both groups are different, then stability depends on size of the group. Okay, what is the condition for geometrical isomerism? When the methyl groups are present on different carbon atoms, and when the molecule possess plane of symmetry passing through C1 and C4, hence compounds are optically inactive. Here plane of symmetry is there, so it is optically inactive. So the relative potential energy, here two interactions are there, two 1,3 diaxial interactions are there which occur in between the one methyl group and two hydrogens. Here see the green mark. The energy for 1,3 diaxial interaction is 0.9. Here two interactions are there, 2 into 0.9 which is equal to 1.8 kilocalorie per mole. See here 1,2 dimethyl cyclohexane, that means at the position of 1 and 2 methyl groups are there. This is cis isoform. When you consider the 1-2 position, cis is axial equatorial form or equatorial axial form. See here, axial and equatorial. When ring get flip, at that time axial group goes to equatorial and equatorial goes to axial. Okay, when the ring get flip, here you can see the mirror images of A. We get here mirror image of A and mirror image of B. After ring flipping, the second carbon goes to equatorial position and first methyl group goes to the axial goes to equatorial position. Okay, here geometrical isomers are present, here optical isomers. See here no plane of symmetry because both methyl groups are present on different carbon atoms. So here no plane of symmetry expected to be, it is optically active. See here the relative potential energy. Here one axial methyl, here two 1,3 diaxial interaction. For 1,3 diaxial interaction energy is 0.9. Here two 1,3 diaxial interactions are there, so the energy is for just energy is 1.8 kilocalorie, and one equatorial methyl group is there, energy is 0. One butane Gooch interaction, so energy is 0.9. Total energy is 2.7 kilocalorie per mole. Okay, then see the trans isomer of 1,2-dimethyl cyclohexane. Trans means axial or equatorial form. Okay, see here in A structure both groups are present on axial position. When the ring get flip, methyl group, not oxygen, both methyl groups are present on equatorial position. When we get the mirror image, at that time, see here the mirror image of A is C and mirror image of B is D. Here optical isomerism, here no plane of symmetry, so it is optically active. Here relative potential energy of axial form is here two axial methyl groups are there. So for 1,3 diaxial interactions, total energy is 3.6 kilocalorie per mole. Relative potential energy of equatorial form is here two methyl groups are present on equatorial position, so energy is 0. Here one butane Gooch interaction is there, so energy is 0.9. Total energy is 0.09 kilocalorie per mole. Then see here relative stability. Here equatorial, those having less energy, that is more stable. Relative stability of equatorial position is greater than equatorial than axial. See here again relative stability. When you consider the equatorial position of 1,2 dimethyl cyclohexane, energy 0.0, that means it is more stable. When you consider the axial equatorial having energy 2.7, it is less stable than equatorial. Okay, when you consider the axial, at that time energy is 3.6 kilocalorie per mole, so it is again less stable than axial. Okay, when you can compare the stability of equatorial and axial, at that time equatorial having higher stability than that of axial. Thank you.